Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? How's everybody doing? Come on into the live. Come on in. Come on in. Let me know where you're all watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I am in Jacksonville, Florida, USA. Just in case anybody's watching globally, because what I love about this, this is a global business. It's not just constricted here to the United States. But today's subject, I want to talk about why your 9 to 5 is a real pyramid scheme that they never told you about. Why your 9 to 5 is a real pyramid scheme that they never told you about. When people talk about online businesses and stuff, like, oh, it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme. But you know what? The job that you're working at, that's a real pyramid scheme because somebody else is leveraging you, somebody else is controlling your time. Am I right about it? Somebody else controls when you clock in and clock out. Somebody else controls when you take your lunch breaks, when you take your short breaks. Sometimes they control when you go to the restroom. Sometimes you gotta, as a grown person, you have to ask permission to go to the restroom. Now to me that's the most ridiculous thing ever. But anyway, but the point is, and also when somebody else can control whether you get to keep your job or not. Now, if that's not the most biggest pyramid scheme, I don't know what else to tell you. And this is what I'm here to talk about tonight. And again, I'm a former 9 to 5 worker myself, and I did retail for 12 years before I got fired, and and after that I did gig work for 4 months. So I know how it is to work the 9 to 5 deal. I know how it is. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. So, again, let me say this real quickly. If you're just here to sit and scroll, this live is not for you. I'm not here for entertainment. Hello? You know, I'm not here for entertainment. I'm not here to make you laugh or to help you kill time while you scroll. My goal here is to serve people and give people value. And I'm talking to my people who are 9 to 5 workers, my people who are gig workers, my people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Those are my people who are ready for a change, who's ready to lock in and make a change in their life. Those are the people that I'm talking to. So if you just sit here to scroll and waste time, then I can't help you. I cannot help you. Carlos Martinez, how are you doing tonight? Hello. How are you doing tonight, Carlos? Let me know where you guys are watching from. Again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I am an online business coach. I'm also a former 9 to 5 retail worker. I lost my job after 12 years of working retail. And I have also did gig work. I did Uber and DoorDash for 4 months before, discovering the online business opportunity that I have now. And now I'm a business coach that I help others to do the same. So if that describes you, then you're in the right place. I'm doing well tonight. I hope you're doing wonderful. Thanks for being here, you guys, and thank you for the like. Whoever gave me that like, thank you for the like. But yes, I'm here to help to build future CEOs and future business owners. So these are the people that I'm here to talk to. I'm here for the people who are serious about changing their life, the ones that are tired of clocking in every day, tired of trading their time for money, and ready to learn the skills to build something real, and eventually be able to leave your 9 to 5 for good. I'm also here talking to the ones tired of having strangers get in their cars, driving them for miles up and down these highways and streets, doing Uber and doing Lyft. Those who are doing DoorDash or Instacart, tired of, giving, picking up people's lunches and dinners, from these restaurants, and then doing grocery deliveries, and then having to carry all this stuff up and down, 3 or 4 flights of stairs, and then dropping it off in front of strangers' doors. You know, if you're tired of doing that every single day, there is a way out. And you deserve better. You really, really do. You really deserve better. Now listen, if you're going to be in my life and you're just here to troll and disrupt my life and disrespect others, that will not be tolerated and you will be blocked. So I want to be very clear on that. I want real people here, people who are ready to work smarter, who's ready to have something better out of life and not work harder. I do a program to help me with my homework. Oh, okay. Uh, Homework? What kind of homework? Okay. So okay. I roll out. Okay, just a second, you guys. Let me do some housekeeping here. Again, I don't want nobody disrupting the live. I want real people here who's sick and tired of being sick and tired, who's ready to learn something new. Those are the people that I'm here for. All right. All right. So anyway, so now, again, you guys, do not come in here. Do not be disruptive of others. Do not be disrespectful of others. I want real people here, real people who are ready to work smarter and not harder. So if that's you, engage, comment, and stay locked in. Everybody else, you guys can scroll on, scroll up, or scroll down. We are here to build legacies and future business owners here. So let's be real. Every single month we work hard. We get that paycheck, right? Am I right about it? And before the weekend's even over, it's gone. You pay your rent, you pay your bills, grab that Starbucks in the morning, maybe order something off Amazon, maybe binge watch Netflix at night. And you tell yourself, hey, I deserve this. And guess what? You really do. You absolutely do. But here's the part where most people don't realize all those things, that money, guess what? It's gone forever and it never comes back. So you're basically working to fund other people's businesses. You are working hard every single week and only getting paid every 2 weeks to fund these multi-billion-dollar companies like Netflix, Starbucks, Temu, Amazon. They're all getting much richer off of you while you're just barely getting by. Come on, make it make sense around. Make it make sense, you guys. Make it make sense. Let's see. Let's see, Carlos. Oh, thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Whoever gave those other 2 likes, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, if guys, if what I'm talking about so far, if it's making any sense to you, drop a fire emoji in the chat. If this is making the sense to you. So, I want to make sure I'm making sense to people. Now, imagine this for a second. What if I told you you took that same $100 or $200 you spend every month on things that disappear, and put it towards something that could build your future, right? Something that could actually give you your time, and not just on the weekends, but full time in general. Time to travel, time to do things that you want, time to spend with your family. Because one thing that we all have that we don't get limited of is time. Unfortunately, we don't have limited time. Once the time you have is gone, it's gone forever. And that's the point I'm trying to make to you is, you know, because here's the truth. Wealth doesn't come from working harder. It comes from learning how to make your money work for you. Make it make sense now. And I get it, you guys, because I used to be that person. I used to be just like you. Again, I worked retail for 12 years. I actually worked for the one of the biggest retailers out here, which is Walmart. I worked for them for 12 years, so clocking in, clocking out, and exhausted. And I thought the only way to make more money was to work more hours. I used to work 40 plus hours. You know, and a lot of times I would miss out on holidays because I had to work. And I hated missing out on holidays. I really did. But in May, and despite all this, I was comfortable. I was really comfortable. Even though it was stressful, it was comfortable. It was familiar. It was predictable. But in May of 2022, after 12 years, I got a rude wake up call, and I lost my job there. I got fired. I didn't have a backup plan or anything. And after that, I was struggling for a couple months, and then after that, I was trying to look for something. I actually got into gig work. I was like, well, what, I gotta do something, and DoorDash, and Uber, they're advertising, you could be your own boss and work, set your own schedule. But here's the truth: you're still working for somebody else. You really are. You're still working for someone else because if you're not out there doing deliveries, you're not out there giving rides. You know, you're not making any money. If your car breaks down, if your car breaks down, then guess what? You have no way to get out there and make money. Just a second, you guys. I'll be right back. I had to see about my had to see give my mother attention for a moment, my elderly mother. So, she's physically challenged. So, and that's what I love about this business. It's flexible. I can fit this into the pockets of my day. So, that's what I love about it. But anyway, I am back. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's see. What was I talking about? So yeah, After after doing that for 4 months, I realized, I'm like, you know what, this is not for me, because I'm still trading time for dollars, and if I'm not out here doing this, if I'm not accepting orders, if I'm not accepting rides, then you know you're not making no money. So for the next year and a half, I did research. I did research. I looked at drop shipping and other stuff like that, Amazon FBA, and I was like, nope, this is not for me. Because with that stuff, you have monthly fees. You have monthly fees. You have overhead. And I was looking for something that where you had very little to no overhead. So I was looking for next year and a half. And in March of 2024, I was scrolling on TikTok like billions of people do. I was scrolling on TikTok and I was just looking, and I came across this older country gentleman. He was talking about working 2 hours a day. So I stopped dead in my tracks. I'm like, 2 hours a day? Because I was just like many of you. I worked a 9 to 5. 12 years of my life, I worked a 9 to 5 job. So I'm like, 2 hours a day? That's not possible. So I stopped and I leaned in and I listened to him. He says, if you've lost your job recently, or if you're tired of struggling and you're living hand to mouth, there's a way out of it. You could work. You could be just like me and work 2 hours a day from your phone. So, I watched him for the next 5 days. I watched and I listened, and at the same time, I also did my research on what he was talking about. I went to his website. I put in my email because I was desperate. I'm like, so I did my research, and on the fifth day, on March 17th of 2024, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I took action, you guys. I took action. I invested in myself. And it was around 11 p.m. on a Friday evening. And from there, I started to plug in and lock in. So that's what I started to do. And when I learned how to build an online business in just 2 hours a day, everything changed. Now, it took me about a month and a half, but I got there. I got there. So yeah. And that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. There's a way out of it. If you're struggling, you don't like the job where you're working at, there is a way out. Excuse me just a second. Out of it, you guys, there is a way out of it. So, everything changed. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about tonight. To wake up that part of you that knows that there is more to life than just your next paycheck. So, yeah, type a fire emoji in a comment if you're ready to make money work for you. Put a fire emoji in the comments. Anybody who's watching the live, welcome. Let me know where you guys are from if you don't know who I am. My name is Steven. I'm an online business coach. I'm a former 9 to 5 worker, and I worked retail for 12 years. I was just talking about that, and a year ago, almost a year and a half ago, I discovered a online business where I work 2 hours a day, and I'm here to share that with you, and I'm letting you know that there's a way out if you don't like what you're doing. So, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about. So, and what's crazy? You know what the crazy part is? You know what the crazy part is? Most people spend more money in one weekend than it would take to start their own online business, right? But they don't think twice about Starbucks, Netflix, Amazon, or eating out. A $5 coffee here, a $12 to $15 lunch there, a $50 to $200 to eat out at dinner, someplace like the Cheesecake Factory, Olive Garden, or, Red Lobster or Carrabba's. No, think about it. People wouldn't think twice about getting a $100 to $300 tickets for the weekend to go see Beyonce, go see Nicki Minaj or Rihanna in concert, right? To go see Lil Wayne in concert, or all those R&B singers and rappers and country singers and all that stuff, and you be at the concert screaming at the top of your lungs, and for someone that you'll probably never meet in person. Come on now, you guys, let's make it make sense. Make it make sense. And I'm not saying this to making our body feel bad, but the point is most people are not broke. You're just funding somebody else's dreams. And that's the truth. No, anytime you buy those no two, $300 to $500 concert tickets, you're building those singers' wealth even more. You're helping them to build their legacies and their futures for their families, for their children, for their grandchildren, for their great grandchildren. What about your children? What about your grandchildren? What about your great great grandchildren? What about them? Is your future secure? Is your children's and grandchildren's, are their future secure? Are you able to leave a legacy for them if something happened to you? Because here's the truth, you guys, none of us are going to live forever, and that includes me. So if you were to leave here, what would you leave behind for your kids? What would you leave behind for your grandkids and your great grandkids? You really have to think ahead into the future. You really do. But as 9 to 5 workers, and I was guilty of this, a lot of us think about the now. No, what pleasures can we get out of now, but not about the future. So, and that's the truth. And let's be real, you guys. And let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Or better yet, ask yourself this. What would happen if I invested the same amount of money, if the same money that I invested in that concert or eating out every single week? What if I took that and invested into something that would make me multiple incomes every day? Make it make sense. Because let's be real. Netflix is not going to make you passive income. Starbucks isn't going to pay your rent or pay your mortgage or pay your car note. Amazon isn't going to retire you. But the skills that you built for yourself, that will feed you for life. Now, let me ask you guys this. If you were to lose your cell phone right now, because guess what? We're all on our cell phones every single day. We're all on our cell phones every day. We're all on that every single day. But if somehow, no, God forbid, if it got lost, if it got damaged, if it got broken, you would go into panic mode, right? You'd be racing to the store, pulling out your card and grabbing a brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max, right? Hey, that's the latest cell phone that came out, but you wouldn't hesitate to put that on a payment plan, wouldn't you? Because guess what? You need your cell phone, don't you? Am I right about it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We need our phones every single day because guess what? We rely on them every day. But here's the part that blows my mind. The business that I'm talking about right now, the same one that changed my life, it costs less than the cell phone you would gladly go and finance. And here's the difference. That new iPhone 17 Pro Max will cost you money every single month. But this business that I have, it can make you money from that same phone that you're already using. Now, let me make something very clear here. I'm not here trying to sell you anything. What I am doing here is offer you an opportunity. My goal here is to serve people and give people value. That is my goal here. And you know what? I get it when people scroll away the moment say something about the word investment. But because for many years I was the same way, I was the exact same way. I was taught, just like many people, to be a consumer and not an investor. Most 9 to 5 workers were trained to spend money, to be consumers, not to multiply it. We're taught how to make just enough money to pay bills, pay taxes, buy gas, and do it all over again the next following week. But no one has ever taught us how to make our money work for us. Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. We've been told that the safest thing to do is to get a job, right? To get a job, stay loyal to that company, depend on that paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. But guess what, you guys? We've been seeing what's been happening on the news, right? Layoffs everywhere. Amazon, UPS, even government jobs are being cut. So the real danger isn't investing in a business. The real danger is staying a consumer for the rest of your life, watching everybody else take that small calculated risk while you trade your time for a false sense of security. And that's why I share what I share. I'm not here to sell anybody anything, but to help you wake up to the fact that you will have the power to shift from being a consumer to becoming a creator or business owner of your own income. And the sad thing is, the majority of people out here in society will never ever invest in themselves because they think this or any other type of business is a scam. Because society has taught us to believe that having an online business is a scam or having any type of business is a scam. Come on now, make it make sense. And that's why you only see a small handful of people out here in the world who are successful business owners, rather it be a brick and mortar business or online business. Because you know why? Because these handful of individuals got out of their comfort zone and took a risk, a calculated risk. And that's why they are successful. Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And this is why most 9 to 5 workers are living from paycheck to paycheck and are broke, busted, and disgusted. And the point I'm trying to make here is a 9 to 5 job will never ever make you rich. It is designed just enough for you to pay your bills, so you have to keep going back to that job and slaving away and trading more time for another 2 weeks of paychecks before getting paid again. That's what a 9 to 5 is designed for. It's just enough for you to go back and trade more time for dollars. So, an opportunity where you can invest one time. You don't even have to put anything down today. If you're willing to learn the skills, you can start earning reoccurring income straight from your cell phone. Now, the business that I'm a part of is called the Legacy Builders Program. And inside, you'll find real high value digital e-learning products to help you build an income online. Let's see, who's all here? Everybody who's watching, welcome. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me see. Let me read here. Stephen, comments huge. That's it. Well, you know what? Hey, you can leave. I don't know who you are, but you can leave. I'm not here to. This is not entertainment. I'm not here to make everybody happy. I'm here to give you value because I know there's people out here who are struggling and people who is crying themselves to sleep at night because they're worried about where their next paycheck is going to come from. Are they going to have enough to pay their rent? Or they going to have enough to pay their mortgage? Are they going to have enough to feed their kids? This is what I'm talking about. So no, if you're here for entertainment, if you're here to do all that, then you can go. Scroll away. But I'm here to talk to the people who's sick and tired of that stuff, and who is ready for a change. People who are action takers. Those are the people here that I'm talking to. This is not entertainment. If you're looking for entertainment, then you can kindly exit the live. This is not for you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and clean up house right here. We don't need people like this here. And I'm not, again, we're going to be respectful. Be respectful of me. Be respectful of each other. This is for, I'm here to educate people. We're not here to talk down to anybody or anything like that, okay? All right, you guys. So now I want to show you what we have to offer. Now, again, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just showing you an opportunity where you can earn money from your phone and learn the skills, and you can change your life. And this is what I'm here to show you. All right, so let me turn you here. Let's get all right, I guess. All right, this will work. All right. So this is the first thing I want to show you right here. So these are the e-learning digital products that will help you to change your life, Now this one's right here. Again, like I said, I'm a part of the Legacy Builders program, With this business, you can get up to 4 streams of income you can make from your cell phone. This one right here is a $900 level. Let me get, and see, this is right here. If you get this is $6,300 a week. You can make, this could be 328,000 a year if you make this every single day. Now, do I make this every single day? No, but however, you will learn the skills to get there. You can learn it. I've learned the skills to get there, and anybody can. So the whole purpose here is, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just showing you how you can change your life. And you know what? And that's okay. When people see stuff like this, they scroll away, and that's okay. Again, you guys, I'm not here to sell you anything. However, I'm here to teach you how you can change your life. So with this, you can make $900 a day from your cell phone. $900 a day. That's $328,000 a year. That's $6,300 a week. I mean, again, how would this change your life? How would this change your life? And this will give you 4 streams of income. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is the $600 digital mastery. This will give you 3 streams of income. 3 streams of income. This is, if you make this every single day, this would be $218,000 a year. I mean, again, you guys, how would this change your life? How would it change your life? All right, I'm going to show you another one. Now, this is the one that I started with, the $300 passive daily pay blueprint. And this gives you 2 streams of income. Now, again, these are digital e-learning products. Digital e-learning products. And the reason why it's digital, because you can't touch it, you can't feel it. It's digital. And guess what? With digital products like this, you never run out of stock. It's always available. Like with a brick and mortar business or Amazon FBA, you have overhead. You have a lot of overhead. You have to every so often you have to reorder products. But with this, you never run out of stock because it's digital. But this one, again, you have 2 streams of income, and again, this is the one that I started out with, and I'm going to show you what the sales that I made in just a moment. And I'm going to show you another one. Now, this one right here, this is the $100 launch pad. You can make $100 a day with this one. Now, $100 a day, that's $36,000 a year. Now, it's not life changing money, but however, you know, hey, it'll pay off a few bills. It'll pay several things off. I mean, hey, that's pretty. That $36,000 a year, that's still pretty good. That is still pretty good. And guess what, you guys? All of these right here, they come with a payment plan. Yes, they come with a payment plan. Now, keep in mind, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just showing you an opportunity. See, when people see stuff like this, they automatically assume that it's a scam, a pyramid scheme. But again, the job you're working at, that's the biggest pyramid scheme of them all because you're working for someone else. But this right here, you would have your own business. You'd be able to work for yourself. Now, I'm not saying leave your job today or leave your job tomorrow. I'm not saying leave. I'm not saying stop doing DoorDash or Uber or Lyft tomorrow. Not no, I'm not saying that. However, this would this will be a plan B just in case something happened to your job. This would be a plan B for you. And we all have to have a plan B. See, when I lost my job in 2022, I didn't have a plan B. I was in panic mode. And that's what I'm trying to let you know. So I'm just trying to let you know that there is a way. You don't have to wait to lose your job to actually to figure out what to do next. You already have something lined up. But again, these come with a payment plan. It comes with a payment plan. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. So, these are the payment plans that I have to offer. I have Klarna, and then you have Afterpay. Klarna and Afterpay. And this is what you have to with Klarna. Now, this is with the $100 launch pad. Look, $17 a month. And guess what? Zero down today. Under $18 a month. You can't beat that. You can't a business for under $18 a month. Now, if you can't afford a business with under $18 a month, then I don't know what to tell you because it doesn't get any better than that. But you see, you're not only investing in a business, but you're also investing in education. You'll be taught the skills on how to promote your business. A business that's 90% done for you. And all you have to do is connect your buttons and everything, and you'll be taught the skills step by step on how to do that as well. You'll be taught the skills step by step on how to do so. All right, and I'm going to go back to, I think I've, so we got three different ways that you don't have to put anything down today as far as for your program. We have pay later with PayPal, and then you also have Square too. That also offers Afterpay. But me personally, I did Klarna. I did Klarna with my business, so, and that's the one that I started with, because guess what? I couldn't afford the whole thing outright. It was just heck no, I couldn't afford it. It was too expensive. So, you know, that's what I started with. So, if you're looking for a way out of your situation, there is a way out. There is a way out. Again, we have Afterpay. Hey, $77 a month with no, under $80 a month with Afterpay. And with Klarna, you could be under $60 a month with that. You can't beat that, and that's with the highest program. Again, you guys, when most people see this stuff, they scroll away because like, oh, I got to invest in money, but guess what? You already invested in money that's not gonna make you nothing in the long run. I'm just speaking facts here. You're not gonna make anything you're already spending money on things that's not gonna invest you in the long run, you know? Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What are you talking about? A slim mix? I'm not sure what you're talking about. What does that have to do with digital marketing? Now, let me go ahead and remove you. All right. So anyway, so yeah. Anyway, you guys, if you're gonna come in here, be respectful. If you're not going to, then you will be blocked or hidden from the channel. So zero tolerance for that. I want people who are here who are, I want people here who are motivated, people who are in the mindset of a business owner who wants better, who's looking for something better. Hey, if you like working your job, you like making 125 a day, you like putting strangers in your car, putting wear and tear on your car, driving people up and down the highways, these streets and highways. If you like, getting people's lunches and dinners from restaurants and carrying them up and down flights of stairs and dropping them off at strangers' doors, if you like doing that, hey, if you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. My one of my aunts used to say that years ago. She passed away now, but she used to say, I remember as a kid, she used to say that all the time. She's like, "Honey, if you like it, I love it." So guess what, you guys? If you like that job you're working, if you like it, I love it. This live stream is not for you. Again, I'm not here to talk to everybody. I'm here to talk to people who's ready to shift their mindset from being a consumer to being a business owner. If you're not looking to be a business owner, then go ahead and scroll away from here. This live stream is not for you. That's right, scroll on the way. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my people, my 9 to 5 workers, my gig workers who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Those are the people that I'm talking to. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now, I do want to show you what I have made. Now, these are my results right here. These are my results. Now, what you get is you might make more, you might make less, but this is what I have made. This is my first sale right here. My first sale. Let me straighten up my screen. This is my first sale. $300 came in when I was cooking. This was a year ago. $300 came in when I was cooking dinner in the kitchen. Now, the funny thing is, I was actually cooking spaghetti when I made this sale right here. I was cooking spaghetti. Now, these are not from Google. These are screenshots from my cell phone. These are my screenshots. These are my screenshots. Okay? So, yeah, this is my first sale right here, $300. And there, right here, this is my second sale. This is my second sale of $300. Now I made this right here. When I was actually sitting right here at my desk. I was actually making a piece of content for TikTok when this came in through my PayPal payment gateway. And then right here, I know. See, even though I invested in myself, I was still skeptical. But guess what? I did it because I wanted it bad enough. See, when you want something bad enough, you will do whatever you have to do to change that situation. It's no different from, wanting a brand new cell phone. It's no different from wanting to go to that concert that you always wanted to go to. It's no different than getting that man that you always wanted to. If you want that man bad enough, you're going to find a way to get him. But it's no different with any kind of business. Whatever it is, if you want something bad enough, you're going to do whatever you got to do, and you're going to make time to make it happen. Okay, so, and now this right here, I made this recently. I was actually shopping at the grocery store when this one came in. When this came in, I was actually shopping at the grocery store. So, yeah, this business really works. Now, have I made money every single day with this? No, But however, I am learning the skills to get there, and these skills I will teach you. If you join through me, I will teach you the skills that I have learned to make this stuff right here. Look, if you're not getting notifications from your phone like this, then what in the heck are you doing? Literally, what in the heck are you doing? If you're just getting notifications from buying something from Amazon or buying something for Shein or buying something for Temu, if you're not getting these, if you're not making a bag from your phone like this, then what are you doing? You're doing it all wrong. But like I said before, if you're okay with working a dead-end 9 to 5 job, look, I'm not talking down 9 to 5 jobs. But guess what? It doesn't mean you have to do it, and it doesn't mean you have to do it. I'm definitely not going to work a 9 to 5 job. I'll never work for anybody else again. I don't have to, and I don't want to, and you don't have to either. And I'm letting you know there's a way out of it. If you want to get notifications like this on your phone, it's time to learn the skills. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to invite you to go to the link, my pinned link in this comment, in this live stream. And if you're watching this live stream in the replay after this live stream is over with, I invite you to click on my link in the description. But for those of you that are in the live stream right now, my link will be right here in the pinned chat, legacywithsteven.com. And you'll also get a free freedom blueprint in your first email from me. So what you will do, you're going to go right here. I'm going to show you exactly where to go to so you can find out more information on how to learn the skills to make this. I'm going to show you exactly where to go to. So you're going to go right here to, when you click on this pinned link, you're going to go right here. You're going to go to this capture page. You're going to go to this capture page. You're going to go to that capture page. And you're going to, you'll put in your short details, your first name and your email, and you'll click this button right here. Now, the layout's going to be slightly different on your phone, on your mobile device. But if you're doing this on an iPad or desktop or a laptop, this is exactly what you'll get right here. But you'll put in your short details, you'll click that, and you'll be connected with me. And you'll also get a free copy of the blueprint in your first email from me. You're going to see a video. You're going to see a video, a couple of videos actually. And then on after the second video, because you're going to see a video of my mentor who has taught me these skills. Her name is Miss Michelle O'Neill. I'm going to show you her right now. Let me see. Okay, so this is a website right here. Let me see if I can scroll up here. Okay. All right, so this is my mentor. This is Miss Michelle O'Neill. She's a grandma of 5, and she's a mother to 4, and she has made over $10 million doing digital products, e-learning, business training. So, doing it, selling, and she is the creator of this program that I'm a part of, which is a Legacy Builders program. So, she has taught me the skills, and she can also teach you the skills. And I will also teach you what I have learned. I will take you under my wing. Anybody who joins through me, I will take you under my wing, and I will teach you what I have learned. So you'll be in this business for yourself, but you will not be in business by yourself. You will not be in business by yourself. And you'll also be able to take a test inside of our program, and you'll be able to become a licensed master reseller. Now, isn't that pretty neat? Now, this is my website. This is everything that you'll see on my website. All right. All right, so I'm going to read over who this program is perfect for. So this program is perfect for you want to make extra income from home, but you don't know where to start. Your 9 to 5 doesn't provide financial security, and you need a better way. You want to work anywhere using your phone or laptop. Retirement is right around the corner, and you need a relatable income stream. You're a busy parent looking for a flexible, family friendly business. You're tired of other opportunities but struggle to see the real results. You want a step by step system that takes the guesswork out of online businesses. Who this business is not for? Who's this not for? People who expect guaranteed results without effort. In this business, you guys, you're gonna have to put in some effort. You gotta put in some effort. And let me tell you this, you spent all those years putting in that effort for that boss that you don't like. So why not put in the effort for yourself, for your own business, right? If you're looking for an overnight success without effort, this program isn't for you. Legacy building requires consistency, strategy, and long-term thinking. If you're looking for a guaranteed without doing the work, this isn't for you. This is not a get rich quick scheme. And I repeat, you guys, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Those willing to take action, unwilling to take action, if you prefer to consume information without implementing it, this isn't a fit. This program is designed for action takers who apply what they learn. Those who are people who won't want to become a video, people who don't want to be on the video or create content. Content marketing is a core part of the system. If you refuse to create videos, share ideas, or build a brand, you will struggle with the approach. Those who aren't coachable. If you're not open to feedback, following a proven system, or making adjustments based upon expert guidance, you won't get the full value of the program. People who want someone to do all the work for them or do everything for them. This isn't a done for you service. You will get the training, you will get the tools and support, but you need to put the work into and build and grow your online business. People who lack basic tech skills and aren't willing to learn. While the program is simple and beginner friendly, because this is a beginner friendly business, if you refuse to learn basic online business tools, it will be difficult to implement the strategies. Anyone, and then most importantly, anyone who isn't willing to invest in their business. Building a profitable online business requires some level of investment, whether it's in tools, marketing, or ongoing education. If you're unwilling to invest in yourself, you may not be ready for this. And I'm just telling you guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Let's see. So, you know, now I do want to leave you with this. I'm getting ready to close. But again, I invite you to, anyone who's joining, if you're watching this in the replay, I invite you to go to the link in the pinned chat, legacywithsteven.com. Once you click on that link, what you would do is you'll put in your first name and email, and you'll also get, once you do that in your first email from me, you'll receive a free copy of the blueprint in your first email. And let's connect. You'll also get my phone number. So you could call or text me anytime if you have any questions. I'm always here to answer your questions. So if you want to be connected with me. But I just want to leave you guys with this. You know, and I want you to think about this when you go into work. If you're working a 9 to 5, or if you're doing DoorDash or Uber, or, you know, Lyft or Grubhub or Instacart or anything like that, I want to leave you with this. You know, every time, you know, you put a stranger into your car, every time you pick up groceries or someone's lunch or dinner, and you go up flights of stairs and drop it off at strangers' apartments or houses, when a customer talks down to you or curses you out because you were late with their food, or their order was messed up, or if you've got a teed off stranger in the back seat of your car because they're waiting on you, or if you're out there tired, frustrated, and disgusted, now waiting for that next ping on your phone for another ride or gig. When your boss yells at you at your 9 to 5 job, ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. Is this really what I want to be doing a year from now? Or the year after that? Or the year after that? Or the year after that? Or for the rest of my life? Because here's the truth. You can't build freedom if you're spending every day helping somebody else to build theirs. The hours you spend driving around or clocking in could be the same hours learning the skill that pays you while you're asleep. Every time you say, well, I don't have time, what you're really saying is you're okay with being stuck. But I know deep down, you're not okay with staying stuck where you are. What you're also saying is that you haven't made it your future or your life important enough yet. And that's why you're here on this live stream tonight. And when something is truly important to us, or something is truly important to you, we make time for it, no matter what it is, no matter the sacrifice, no matter the situation. You want more. You just don't know how yet. And that's exactly what I'm here to show you. So the next time you're out there doing deliveries, or your boss is getting on your nerves, I want my words to echo in your head. You deserve better. You deserve change. But change only starts when you put your foot down and finally say, enough is enough is enough. Legacy starts with a choice, your choice. And tonight just might be the night that you make it. So, all right, you guys. So, I will be back around this time tomorrow. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, definitely give me a follow by subscribing to the channel. Now, I haven't made a specific time that I'll be on the lives yet, but I'll try to show up around this time every day, at least a few days a week. So, but I'm going to put it in the community board. I'll be putting it in the description. But I will see you back around this time tomorrow. You guys take care. You have a wonderful night.